You can dish it out whenever.
Hit him with his recap. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with his recap. On the top rope, crowd already know how I fly him to the.
Oh yeah, we having all sorts of technical difficulties today.
Well, we really
are technical difficulties.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah, we good now.
Yeah, we good.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Capital Region's best kept secret. It's the Don Chaz Evans, and you're checking out the debate show. I don't know what show this is now. The 3 Count Podcast debate show, Chaz and Friends. Let me introduce you to my friends. All right, introducing first. All right, yeah. This is my homie, all right? This is the Ace Boom Coon, all right? He's the man that runs this podcast, and quite frankly, he's the man that's going to be doing these business calls in the next couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Red Dog.
Yeah, it's Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. And yeah, no, it's been insane, like the last couple hours of like trying to figure out what is going on with all my electronics?
Yeah. Someone has hacked, the command center.
Ooh, my bad, guys. Sorry about that.
That's really what it feels like.
I think Cliff's doing this on purpose because he knows that me and him got to go one-on-one this Saturday. Well, not really one-on-one, but he's got to face.
It's not one-on-one at all.
You're right.
Chaz, if you don't win, don't come home.
He ain't coming home.
No, oh, really?
You ain't coming home.
I said what I said.
Is that what you think?
Yeah. I know. Okay, listen.
What was the last time me and you were in the ring together? We were opposite sides. What happened?
I lost because I slipped on the mat.
You lost?
I stubbed my toe. I stubbed my toe in the mat and I fell. And you did get the pin because I fell.
Okay, all right, cool. That's the story. All right, cool beans. You know that's
what we go with.
In a year, it's gonna be a year to the day where I whipped your ass.
That didn't happen. That's not how that worked out.
It definitely
That's
happened.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I
guess
it's not about that. It's not about that. This is the 3. It's the Chaz and Friends.
Yeah.
That's next Saturday. But anyway,
thanks for letting me instigate this, by the way. Let me instigate the whole argument. I appreciate it.
Well, Damien, guys, there he is.
What's good? Don't
there
follow
he
me.
is.
You already know what's the deal. Follow us on your favorite social medias. All right, Cliff, tell us what's coming up on Now Entering the Ring.
We have interviews. And that interview, I don't know because I don't have it pulled up in front of me right now. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on. But we do have some good interviews coming up. And once I get it pulled up, I'll tell you at the end of the show like who we have coming now entering the ring. So yeah.
All right. Boom. Let's go right into the indie spotlight. All right, I got results. Over the weekend. Voltage Wrestling, all right, the Downtown Showdown. All right, result. Here we go. Isaiah Frazier defeated AK. Dog Nation defeated Max Morrison and JB Anderson. Danny Moe defeated Brittany Blake. TJ lost.
He did lose.
Country Cub defeated Steven Ferte and Tommy Vex with Mary Elizabeth. Tom Mitchell defeated John Washington and Robbie Radke. And Beastman defeated Delirious. Voltage Wrestling. Make sure you guys check out Voltage. Let's go to our first. Actually, no. You know what, Damien? What grinds your gears? Let's start hot. What grinds your gears?
I guess if we're going to talk, all right, bet. So I guess we might be talking about this. We might as well talk about it afterwards and go into more of the detail. But Double Nothing. It should have just been called Nothing. It should have been just one match, and that was the Four Pillars match. And that was probably worth watching. I probably would have paid like $3 to see that. I ain't gonna lie, I did totally steal the feed because I was not paying $50 to watch that bullshit.
Well,
Tony, fuck you.
I gave them a year.
That's what grinds my gears. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right,
I would have paid $4.
Four
pillars.
Nice.
It's 4 pillars. Like, come on.
I was gonna give them $1 each. No, I'm giving them 50 cents. And they lucky
$1 pillar.
They're lucky I didn't pay 4 cents. God damn it! It should have been a singles match. Should have been Darby versus freaking MJF.
Well,
Sammy and fuck Jungle Boy.
I won't disagree with you on that one. You don't. I won't disagree with that. I was saying, you know, the entire build. I would have rather seen Darby and MJF. And crazy enough, as we were getting closer and closer, I wanted to see Sammy versus MJF, and then I was like, I hate all of this. And then there's just Jungle Boy.
Damn, that's crazy. How are you just gonna include Sami Zayn in this match? Because he's not even in that company.
You know what I meant.
I was over Sammy Guevara when he came out with Wednesday from the Addams Family to say that they're having kids. By the way, they should not have kids. She should be kicked down the steps. Like seriously.
Oh, damn.
Damien.
I don't think you can say that.
Okay, my bad. Y'all give it up for adoption.
Cut that out.
Give it up for adoption. Give up the kid for adoption. They'll have a better life and a better home.
Damn, that's crazy.
And moving on to actually Double or Nothing. All right.
That was a part of Double or Nothing. It came out with freaking poster board signs like a fan. Saying that they're pregnant. Y'all could have did that on social media. They could have did it on social media. Did they have to waste my time like
that? So you're telling me you didn't like the reveal that they were, having?
No, they could have did it on social media like everybody else.
But
balloons and smoke. No, there's no but. There's no but. Look,
but
at the end of the day,
Becky did it.
That's Becky though.
Becky did it. But Becky's way was cheesy.
It was so much better than what they did.
What? Listen, you mean to tell me that Becky was saying, giving up the title, like, you go be champion, I go be a mom. Like what?
Yeah.
That was a horrible accident. That was a horrible accent.
All I'm saying is that like his woman looks like a pug, and I feel bad for the children.
Anyway,
I feel bad for the children.
And that's what grinds your gears were killed. Man, I knew it.
Yes.
This one.
Yes.
So Double or Nothing, we're gonna go through. All right, but the matchup.
Oh God. I'm mad about the opening match.
I kind of don't want to, but here we go. Starting off with let's go. The Hardy and Hook with Isaiah Cassidy versus Ethan Page and the Guns, Colton Gunn. In Austin.
Yo, the Hardys need to retire.
No,
Jeff definitely needs to retire. I was afraid for him. That was like watching Ric Flair in his last match.
I didn't think Flair did that bad though.
Yeah, he did. Okay, the first 5 minutes was cool. After that, it was frightening.
The man passed out twice in that match.
Exactly. He had to have help to get the figure 4 on. He had to get help to get up to hit them with the nuts.
They had a double pin.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. It was like he couldn't even keep a shoulder off the ground because he passed out. The figure 4.
Listen, I like Andrade versus, Lethal when they were doing their stuff and everything. That was cool.
Yeah, that's the match that should have happened.
But Rick in there too doing
Jeff Jarrett should be ashamed of himself. But back to this Hardy's bull crap. Why are you gonna do all that young talent like that, man? Yo, Jeff, hang it up, bro.
No, are you talking about him? Are you talking about the alleged botch?
No, I'm talking about his whole rest of career in AEW. Give it up.
He hasn't even
let it go.
Gone. He hasn't even had a career.
Let it go.
He
let
did
it go.
He did, Damon. He did one match with Darby, and that was a hardcore match, and that was it.
That was one too many. That was one too many.
You weren't saying that when he was on Raw jobbing out.
I was. Awesome. I was saying you should give it up.
No, you were not. No, you were not.
Okay, maybe I didn't say.
You were on this show just as much as me and Cliff on this show. That's why there's only 3 of us now.
I never mentioned it. But yeah,
no,
you're right. You're right. I never mentioned it.
You have never said Jeff Hardy. Back it up. I can most likely assure that you had a Jeff Hardy match in your match of the week.
Well, look, I'm gonna go. Need to hang it up now.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that we need to change this. We need to change this show name from Chaz and Friends to Chaz Has an Aneurysm.
No, because that's wild to say that his AEW career. Damien's over there sitting like he's been there for like 2 years. Yeah, he's been there 2 years, but we're forgetting he was out. What you call it?
2 years, 2 matches, too many.
Go ahead, Cliff.
This is match of the week.
No, we're going through double nothing.
Oh, okay. I was like, because I'm way over this. So that first match. I'm glad it was when it was a buy-in match, right? Like if I remember right.
It was a buy-in.
Yeah. I'm glad that's what it was on the buy-in. Because you want to pull in all those crowds and that nostalgia feel with the guys and stuff, and I understand. But this match it was something. And I'm glad these guys get to do like their greatest hits. But we need. I want to start focus on the younger talent that are up and coming, because Isaiah Cassidy is a gem of a person, and I want to start seeing him really
bad for him.
I want I know Mark Quinn is getting fixed up right now, and he'll be back. But when Private Party comes back, I want them to be fully used and just pushed to the moon, because that's a team that is just gets robbed because of injuries, and I really do like watching those guys work. So it was cool, but I kind of want to keep seeing the younger talent grow, because the first match of All Out, right, was Kip Sabian and Sammy Guevara, and I'd like to see that idea of having this keep focusing on younger talent, have Matt and Jeff be the opening match for Double or Nothing. I think that works, but I want some of the talent that's not really being used on a Rampage or Dynamite to be used on the buy-in matches, so that people can see hey, here's these 2 up-and-comers that we want you guys to pay attention to.
I thought it was cool.
Of course,
I didn't say it wasn't cool.
I thought the match was cool. It was solid, and the whole thing on Twitter about saying that people saying that on the narrative now that Jeff should go because of the botch. I think Jeff botched it on purpose. Jeff is a professional. He's done it before. He can control his body to make it look like he didn't kill himself. He's not washed up and don't need to retire. Like I was saying again, no one said anything about Jeff Hardy retiring when he was jobbing on Raw over there in WWE by himself. Nobody was saying anything about that. Jeff can still work. We've seen it. He can still go. It was a match. It's a match.
That's what I'm saying. Notice that I took the match. I was I'd like to see that match on the first match of the card, and then have these younger talent buy it. So I like, and that's what I'm saying. I like the match. I just want to see on those buy-in matches, the younger talent that's not really being used. I want to see them getting pushed up the card, or get a little push so that people can start seeing them.
Boom. All right. So we got the Blackjack Battle Royale, right, for the AEW International Championship. You knew how it was going to go. Orange Cassidy retained, and by eliminating, Swerve, it's Battle Royale, I think, Swerve.
I enjoyed Swerve and Orange, and I hate Orange Cassidy, but I actually enjoyed that part of it. The rest of it made no making sense.
It's a battle royale.
Is it? Oh, wait, like I heard a story that like half of them didn't even know they were going to be in the match until the day of said match.
Yeah.
Any of that true?
Probably. I mean,
I heard.
That sounds like a typical indie show to me.
I heard that Tony is the one that produced the match too.
Tony Khan.
You know what's?
Oh, that's amazing.
I liked, and I guess I had a hate-love relationship with how it ended, right? Because I understand like the idea, like Swerve was like holding on for like the very last second, and then like it's Orange Cassidy, so he's just gonna do things kind of nonchalantly, like slowly. But I didn't like how it ended, but I liked how Swerve sold it. Like he got his hand kicked and he just got reaching and he just looked like a cartoon character. So I appreciated that aspect. I guess I just didn't like the idea that, Orange was like, all right, I got it. Bip.
Yeah.
It's like I would have appreciated like a quicker finish to it, but I do understand who Orange Cassidy is, so it's like I get it, but I still don't have to like it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I liked Swerve and Orange and what they were doing at the end. I mean, that's normally how battle royals. You don't really care until there's like 4 people left. I thought like I forgot it was a battle royal at one point. I was like, oh yeah, there was like 20 other people, in this match 20 minutes ago. But yeah, I would have liked to see somebody else win it, in the sense, kind of just, became pointless really. But yeah, it gets a solid C. Oh yeah, we didn't give our grades. I get this match, the battle royal thing, gets a C. What about you?
I'm
C+.
C+.
C+. What'd you say, Damien?
D.
Oh, a D+. Oh, it's still passing.
D's get degrees.
There you go. Oh,
I had full transparency for this grading system we're doing, right? And talk about it, I had somebody tell me that, right? They're like, well, I wouldn't trust a doctor that got a D in fit whatever. And I was like, do you know what they call a doctor who has the lowest GPA? Doctor. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good
still
with
a doctor. Are you right? It's still a doctor.
All right, first match. Give the grade. Go, Damien.
Hold on. What's that for?
The Hardys.
Again, the Battle Royal? Oh, the Hardys? A negative.
Yo, that's what I thought. I knew he was going to be like, is there something below F? That's what he would have given me.
-0, a Z, a Z minus. That's it. An incomplete. NA. Whatever the
NA.
There it is. NA. You know what?
That's got to be the worst grade to get.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that goes in the official record book of ratings that we do. Make sure we put for this match NA.
Just you get an A through F, I, or an NA. NA is pretty much it's the worst.
So it gets a C as well. It gets a C minus really.
I'm good with a C minus.
C minus. All right, cool. Let's move on. All righty. I can't wait for Damien to talk about this.
Oh, are you talking about that abortion of a match?
So
on Dynamite.
Here we go. Next match was an unsanctioned match. Adam Cole with Roddy Strong defeated Chris Jericho with the Jericho Appreciation Society by referee stoppage. Sabu was, there as well, guys.
No, he wasn't. Stop lying to everybody. He wasn't there.
He was a special guest enforcer.
He was all there for all of 5 minutes. He enforced crap.
Right,
he was.
Go ahead.
He was.
Let's call a spade, bro. He was barely there or present.
Go ahead, David.
He did a table spot.
Yours, bro.
He did a table spot and disappeared. Jericho, I am ashamed of you. You give Canadians a bad name. And poor Adam Cole. My thing is, so I saw the intergender tag match. That's what should have happened. What they did was atrocious. They should be ashamed of themselves. I'd rather watch two kids play wrestle in their living room than watch that. I'd rather watch the guys that show up in like public and like pretend to wrestle. I'd rather watch that. And I don't like them. You know what? I'd rather go to church. And Chaz, you know how I feel about church.
Oh, clip this. That's the clip.
And I'm just gonna start it at where it says, "I'd rather go to church."
Yeah, I need after that match.
I'm just gonna take it out of context. I'd rather go to church.
We're gonna get our social media guy to make that the clip.
Yes.
They're gonna
so
get
bad.
Oh wow. All right.
I guarantee that's gonna be the clip.
That's the clip that goes Monday morning, and he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Just he like that. Drops the mic drop. Oh man. All right, cool. All right. Okay.
You know what's funny is I actually like this match.
Goddamn clip.
You're the only one.
I am the only one who liked this match. You know what's funny about it though is I liked I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a shill for Adam Cole. And I was like, and I'm pretty open about that, but I was like, I don't know. I just felt like the match was like all over the place. I'll definitely agree with that. They definitely. I felt like there was a lot of parts where they were just kind of disconnected and just like really just trying. Like that tag match was way cleaner than the out of controlness of this match, this nonsense match. But I will say this: I did like the ending, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "What?" But ref stoppage makes sense. Like Adam Cole was literally kicking the shit out of Jericho, and they never said the match had to be won by pin or submission. So if ref stoppage because he's just pounding his face in to the point, it's like an MMA fight. I mean, an MMA fight, like you're not gonna be like you could only win this match by submission. Like no, like he went and KO'd him. So I kind of like that way of putting a match is like. He just got KO'd, and I liked it, so I have to lean that way.
Yeah,
I understand.
You put it that way, that makes sense. I didn't mind. Like I didn't mind it. I was like, okay, I get it, you know. But oh yeah, that match was just oh my god, it made my brain. It gave me a headache. Like I was like,
mad that I stole the live stream just to see that.
Well, then why didn't you pay the guy back?
I should have.
It was just all over the place, and I was disconnected. I kept wanting to like this match, and I think that's probably why it bothers me so much because I like Adam Cole.
Yeah,
a lot. Like
I like him too, but Tony doesn't like him because
my 2-year-old's favorite wrestler is Adam Cole right now, and he's all about the boom. He's Adam Cole, baby, around the house, and. It was just was not good, you know. But it's like this when sometimes two people just don't have good chemistry, and yeah. I just feel like they just had an off night.
No, Jericho has an off night every time he goes on television.
I will never disagree on Jericho's slander just based off of everything that he says out of his mouth when it's not pertaining to wrestling.
Oh, you mean like lying to his wife?
Not even. This is a whole other topic. We ain't gonna talk. I'm not gonna get into it. But
talking about the Hall of Fame.
That's yes. I'm talking about the Hall of Fame. Because I try my best to be like, you know what, just Jericho is just he's Canadian. He's Canadian. But he's just
No. First of all, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. We have smart Canadian fans. Don't do that.
I'm not
be like, hey, he's Canadian, implying that Canadians are not as smart as Americans.
I'm not saying
we're pretty stupid.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Hello, random guy. Welcome to the Freak Out Podcast. But no, man,
what's up, my Canadian fan? Chaz didn't mean it.
It could have been better. The match could have been better. It really could have been a lot better. They didn't have to do the unsanctioned match. Let's do that. I think you put that gimmick on it is like, I feel like Jericho now, like legit, like the rumor that Jericho's just recreating all his greatest hits in AEW is really starting to be a thing. Because doesn't this remind you low key of and the I think it was the first one, maybe not the first, but a certain Jericho did an unsanctioned match before at his old place of business.
What are we talking about? The Asylum?
No, I'm talking about the unsanctioned match with him and Sean.
Oh,
but that was so much better. that was good.
I think we just had the chemistry was off as the opener, and it is what it is at that point, But it's not like they didn't have a banger of a match a few nights later in a mixed tag match.
Whoop. Nah, banger.
It's not like they didn't have a banger of a match in the mixed tag.
I wouldn't call that a banger now.
It was actually decent. It was not bad.
Yes, it wasn't bad. No, it was all right. It was decent. Like, nah. Calling it a banger is no.
It was a banger.
It was not a banger.
We got to defend this match.
Yeah, all right. Give your grades.
I'll give it a
Chris
C.
Jericho should have never been in this match at all. I feel like grading it is incriminating to my rights as a human, so I refuse to give it a grade.
N/A for him.
a negative NA. Negative NA. That's what we're going with.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna give it a C. Go ahead.
I give it a D. Plus.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a C for Chris and Cole.
Alrighty. Let's move on to the tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. FTR defending their belts against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, with Karen Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, and Saddam Singh and Mark Briscoe was a special guest referee.
Did you say Saddam?
No, I sure did say his name wrong. But anyway.
Damn.
Go ahead, Cliff. You can start this one off.
I like this match. I think the match was overly produced. If that makes sense.
Too much.
And yeah, a lot. And that was the problem with the first two matches of the night, right? Is that there was an overproduction. There was a lot of things thrown into it that just weren't necessary to throw into it. Like the guitar shot, to Aubrey, I get it, right? Like they're trying to stop the other ref from making a count and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the match itself, the wrestling inside the match, right, was really solid, 100%. Yes. So I mean, I love watching FTR. Where Jay Lethal is amazing, Jeff Jarrett is amazing when the opponent that he's wrestling isn't passing out twice. But all this stuff worked together, and I just like watching all the flavors mix, right? I also love the fact that Dax called out Cash on Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but Cash was looking for his title, and Dax was like, "It's around your waist." So there's a lot of good stuff to it. I love this match together. So outside of the shenanigans and stuff like that, the actual match itself I thought was really well put together.
Look, all right, I'm gonna piggyback on that. Look, FTR, it proves why they are legit the best tag team on the planet. Like every time they go out there, when they're put in the situation that they're in, they make it work. And it is to somebody who really likes tag team wrestling like I do. Like I would watch 50 million tag matches over, single matches. I just love tag team wrestling. Bruh, sometimes you really, really like it. You just get lost in it. And the problem with it was I kept getting, found because of all the shenanigans. And I was like, we don't need this. We don't need it. And it another way, it just taken me out. And it just felt like, we did all this and wasted so much time. Like they had 20 minutes. And I promise you, at least maybe 7 out of that 20 minutes was shenanigans. And like I know workers probably go like, oh, but 7 minutes is not that long. No, like listen, like for wrestlers, 7 minutes is a lot of time. Like
you can tell a match.
Right, that's a singles match.
That's a singles match.
That's a singles match. 7 minutes
on the NBC. That's a singles match.
I did that last Sunday in a tag match.
We had a tag match at Fight that was less than 6 minutes in to out.
That's facts. So like, 7 minutes is really long compared when you really putting in like a match standpoint and just man, I could tell you right now, if I did not have shenanigans, I would give it an A. I would give it a solid A. Like if it didn't have shenanigans, it would get an A. That's what my big takeaway is just the shenanigans really took me out of the match. It just took me out. I was like, okay, I get this, I'm fine, but like we don't need this. We don't need this. Like Jay Briscoe with the smack, like, that's fine. Okay, we knew that was coming, but Aubrey, and I defend Aubrey all the time because because she's really good. But this was just like we didn't need to do this. No, this is not a clown. She's not a clown.
After getting hit with that guitar, yeah, she is.
No, I mean I didn't.
You can disagree. It's fine. You can disagree.
No, it wasn't.
I disagree.
I don't think it was.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, go ahead, Damien.
I was okay until all the BS.
Same sentiment, yeah.
Like that kind of took me out of it, and then I saw the guitar shot, and I got up and walked away from my phone. I put my phone down and was like, I'm over this at the moment. I went outside and had a cigarette and smoked a little bit so I could get through the rest of the. Oh shit! All right, so yeah.
All right, fellas, give it the grade.
Because of the guitar shot, it gets a heat.
At least it made the grade.
Yeah, no, I guess this one gets a grade because I like FTR and I like Lethal and Jarrett. I can do without the other two. Jay being hold on, Mark, whatever one of it. Which one? Whatever. The Briscoe being in the match as a special guest referee, that was actually pretty cool. But like the rest of it, okay, Mark, yeah. So Mark, like that was pretty cool. And even having Karen out there at ringside, like I would have rather it had been just her and not the other two. It was unnecessary. It was too much. too much. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Too much.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm gonna give it a C+/B-. The wrestling was solid in it, like you said, just all the distractions, especially because of what was coming off of like the first match. You had all these distractions and stuff in the second match, kind of pulled me away from it too as well. So I'll sit there like that.
Yeah, so it gets a B- right there because I can't take away what they did in the ring. It was solid. Like I said, I could get if it didn't have it in there, it would get no less than an A. If it even had just even slither of shenanigans cut away, I probably would give it no less than an A. But it was too much, so it gets a B-. The chair shot, just dumb. I mean, a chair shot, but the guitar shot, just dumb. Yeah, just dumb.
It was unnecessary.
Just dumb.
So much could have went wrong.
Exactly, and you would think we would get up from this, but this show just goes only down, 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 down. Next match was the ladder match for the TNT Championship with Christian Cage and Wardlow, and I just say why? Just why? If we're Christian know better, Wardlow know better. Like, just why? This match shouldn't have been a ladder match. It shouldn't have been that long. It just, I got up.
It showed the weakness of Wardlow, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was just like, ooh, wow, you actually are trash.
Yeah, like, no, seriously, like, dead ass, and it's sad. I like Wardlow. Well, I like the presentation of Wardlow.
I like the presentation of Wardlow. And now I figured, ooh, you're just another Goldberg fella.
No. Goldberg had a lot more presence than that.
I mean, but I think Goldberg was garbage. He just had a good presentation.
Oh, he was total garbage.
That's the same thing as Wardlow.
Correctly.
Same thing
he
as
was at least presented. He was at least presented correctly. Wardlow was not presented correctly.
Am I wrong though? Am I wrong, Killer?
No, you're not. I'm just saying.
Ryback. Wardlow.
Ryback is trash.
Exactly, trash, but was presented like, he was in there.
I'm playing a political game in this sense, but no, I agree. Okay, so let me backtrack this, right? Goldberg clearly had like 3 or 4 moves that he could do at best, right? And he had a great presentation to him, right? I 100% agree with that. Ryback, man, listen, Skip was young in his career, okay? Like, he was trying to figure it out. Because I know Ryback, like, outside of this, like, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, he was garbage because
but you can be honest. You can be.
Yeah, I can be. This is my honesty.
Honest.
This is my honest opinion too.
Honest opinion.
If he gets further,
tell him to go on Twitter, do another poll about if he should retire or not.
Yeah. My thing is with Ryback's presentation.
Good gracious.
Ryback's presentation was really bad as well. And he actually didn't even get to really, like, he was showcasing like what he could do, but he was also limited in his box because this is what they want. They wanted a Goldberg-esque type wrestler out of him. Now, on Wardlow's point, I think Wardlow is still like relatively growing in his like character and his career as well. And I think he's gonna be able to expand more outward. I think my problem is that they're putting him in situations that expose him as the person that he is. That they're putting him in positions that he shouldn't be really in right now, right? Like I agree, like that ladder match was not his forte. Like it shouldn't have been, right? When they did the ring, right, the brass ring, when they did that match and he won it, it was different. There's like a lot of things going on the outside. It kind of kept him hidden, right? Him now going to another ladder match with, let's be real, one of the best ever to do it, right? You're just kind of exposing him into what the things that he's having difficulties doing. So I think that's where I'm at with it. And I think Wardlow is a solid worker. I think he can be. I think when you put him in that 8-minute single match time slot, he's great at that. But when you start putting stuff in there for him to like have to do, like I don't think he's there yet. So yeah, I agree. He did get exposed.
He got that. He gets an E for exposed for me. My goodness. I was like, all right. And Wardlow's grown on me, and I've been critical of Wardlow from day one, and I've mentioned like he's grown on me, he's gotten better, but my goodness, when the lights are bright and they shining on you and the spotlight is on you, my man, he folded. Just F for folded. That's my grade. Just man, and because what they're gonna do next? It's just gonna get
him versus Luchasaurus, and that's just gonna be trash.
And that's going. And Luchasaurus, when he gets excited, he does. He's on the same level as Wardlow. He gets exposed.
Yeah. So we're gonna have like two big men just kind of like
exposing each other. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give it a grade.
Sounds like a bad porno name.
Oh, give it a grade.
I'm gonna give it a D+.
All right.
And the reason I'll give it a D+ is shout outs to Christian Cage bringing back no sleeve turtlenecks. I mean that look is ridiculous, and for Christian to come out with it, hey yo, shout outs to that man.
Oh no,
you gotta have confidence.
I know that can pull it off.
You gotta have confidence to do that. A turtleneck with no sleeves? Come on, man.
He understands that this character, he gets it. So I love the dedication. Yeah. So I got that's all. I'm not.
No, rock out turtlenecks everywhere. No sleeves.
Facts. I have turtlenecks. I'm gonna cut the sleeves off. Damien, give it a grade.
I plead the fifth.
Wonderful.
N/A.
Moving on. All right. Jeez, Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter.
I feel bad for Jamie Hayter, but I know she's injured, so I get it.
So I'm gonna 100% just say, and this is not a knock on the women's division when I say this. No. I'm giving this match an N/A, right? And here's why. There just was no real wrestling to it. It was a glorified squash match is what it was. And it was because they needed to keep Jamie safe. So exactly. I can't in good heart, I can't go through and be like, this was garbage. I have to lean the way I have to lean.
Yeah, same. I felt bad, but I got it. That was like the only thing that I understood was like, oh, she's hurt. They got to get the title off of her because they don't know how long she's going to be like actually hurt for. So I get it. So I mean, it could have I feel like this. I'm happy they did it that way instead of having another fucking tournament or interim champion.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's definitely an NA for me, just because it literally was just an angle.
All right, here we go.
You didn't even give it a grade yourself.
Huh? Oh,
you didn't give it a grade.
It doesn't get a grade.
N/A.
Doesn't get a grade. All right, Jade Cargill defeats Taya Valkyrie, retaining the AEW TBS championship. So look, I'm gonna be honest. I get it.
I don't.
I get it. How else were you going to get that belt off of? I'm not like at first it really bothered me. It did. I'm not even gonna flex. I did get a little pissed off. And I didn't go on Twitter like I would. I didn't, go Tony Khan's a racist. I really sat and thought about it. I was like, all right, how else were you going to get the belt off of her? Because she can't, like, you build her up to be this dominant force. Like any straight one-on-one competition, you're not going to beat her. When she's at her, when she's ready, prepared, clearly she's 60-0. She can win every single time. So if you got to catch her off her game, and if you're not going to give the woman like a Money in the Bank type of ordeal, how else are you going to really get it off of her? Because like we said, we debated all the time. Who's going to beat Jade?
My fault.
I hear my echoes from the heavens. Remember I said that because that's the question that I've been saying for 60 matches. We all have had that question. We have been saying, who's going to do it? And you all were wrong. And I was wrong.
I'm not mad who took it off of her. I'm mad how.
I'm not. I'm not because like I said, how else? There was nothing else.
There was. I am an actual straight up match.
I'm upset. I'm upset because like. See, okay, so I'm not upset with Taya losing the match. I am upset with that they end up having pretty much just had another match with Chris. And Chris, like, they had the struggle, and then Chris, and it was like another 8-minute match. Like, it should have been Taya came in, Taya loses, right? They do the same thing.
It was 48 seconds.
It didn't feel like it was 48 seconds. It felt like it was forever. It felt like it was forever.
48 seconds is the official time.
I felt like that match did not last for it because I felt like they were going all over the place with this match.
48 seconds.
But I mean, I think Chris having a win, I liked it. I think Taya losing. It made sense. I didn't like it. It made sense, but especially if you were going to have Chris come back and just take the TBS title off of her anyway, I guess I liked it, but I don't know. To me, I don't know. I think the way it happened, I was just kind of like icked about, but I don't know. I kind of like the way it played out, but also don't like it. I guess if that makes sense.
Damien?
Bullshit.
Got it. Is that your grade as well?
Yep, bullshit.
BS, got it. Put that
in /A.
All right.
For me though, I'm gonna give it a C-.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a C-, D+. Yeah, I didn't think Taya was. I did think Taya was going to win. I thought it would. I just had a feeling that Jay was losing the belt. I thought it was gonna be Taya. I didn't think it was gonna be Chris. As much as I don't like Chris Statlander, I'm not mad about it because she's oldest. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. She definitely should have been AEW World Champion by now. And they were definitely building her up to be that person. I think that Thunder Rosa was supposed to be, because I feel like around that time that's when she got hurt. Is right when Thunder Rosa showed up and they signed her and everything. So I'm cool with it. It did, like I said, it pissed me off at first, but I get it. So like I said, gets a D+, C-. All right, let's get on to the the 6-man tag team match, the trios match. The trios match with the House of Black and the Acclaimed.
Oh, that happened? Oh, shit. I must have missed that.
Yeah, you must have missed that. So his grade is an NA.
Definitely, hands down.
I.
Incomplete.
Incomplete, because you didn't watch it. At least you watched the rest of them.
Yeah. So look, it was a solid trios match. You know how House of Black worked, and the Acclaim is the Acclaim. I like the finish of Billy Gunn, getting in and like doing his little and then cut him off. Boom, that's it. So it gets a solid B. What about you, Cliff?
Yeah, I give it a B+. I love this match.
Yeah.
But then again, my B is for bias because I love everything the House of Black is doing.
I used to be on the Acclaim hater train, but I love everything the Acclaim does. Like, I mean, I got their scissor shirt, but all right.
Of course you did.
I did. Listen, man, I was walking with Noah, and we were getting food, and we walked like, oh, let's go look and see what the shirts they got. And the guy, you know, trying to make a buck, you know, he was like, you don't know when you won. I was like, yeah, kind of just. It's like, all right, let me get this shirt. But all right, let's move on. Here's the 4-pillar match. MJF, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy. MJF retains. Look, man, I'll start us off by saying, like, they're the reason why they're the 4 pillars. And we knew this match was going to be fire from jump. It's nothing. I think when you look back at this, it's more or less that the build was bad, was wonky. But the match, the payoff was everything we could have ever imagined that those 4 guys could have put on. It's like I said,
minus Jungle Boy.
I know, but the funny thing is, that's how he's wrong about
minus Jungle Boy. Blip.
He's wrong because
he's getting Thanos right now, but he keeps coming back.
He got Thanos for that one because I thought Jungle Boy in the match didn't take away from him. Now, like I said, the build up, yeah, I could have done without. No, I Jungle Boy can work. Jack can work. Like he can work. We know we can see that he worked. You can't hear me? You can't hear us? Too bad. You're wrong. So yeah, I was thinking it was fine. It gets an A. It gets a solid A for me. I love everything about it. Everyone, my favorite part was everyone doing their mentors moves, and the geek in me popped for that. I'm like, oh my god, they're doing each other's moves. Cody's in and of course, like he's in WWE. Yeah, I marked out, dweebs. But yeah, solid A.
Okay. I mean, I give it an A minus. I think that's a fair assessment. I like the match. I think for me, I think MJF is. I'm glad, man. He's just a hidden gem. Like, and I don't say hidden. I guess that's not fair. That's not fair to say.
He's a generational talent.
He is. He really is. And like his antics, though, I think is what I'm trying to get at. Because like in a ring, you can hear him, and like talking, and then just like catching a beat down every other time. So I liked it. I think that was fair. Like A minus. I agree. I liked it. Our Cook has to leave. And I think he'll be right back.
He'll be back. All right, so we're going to move on to the main event that legitimately that was just as long as the 4 pillars match.
Yeah.
The Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite. The Anarch in the Arena match.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Anarchy in the arena match. Let me go.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to figure out my words.
Okay, so there was a lot of stuff going on with this match, and I really liked the dynamic that we had with a bunch of different things. I think the problem I had with it too, I think the biggest problem I had with this match was that it closed the show, if that makes sense. I know like that's it. It would have shown up the 4-pillar match. But I think for me, knowing that this was just 2 teams wanting to beat the hell out of each other, they had the biggest story going into it, and there was so much put into it. I feel like the 4-pillar match, if you really wanted to talk about the 4 pillars, which after listening to Ricky Starks, I kind of agree with his sentiment. I think that this match should have been on before. I did appreciate Kenny Omega running around as Captain America with the trash can lid, and then like Cesaro being Winter Soldier. So there was different aspects I appreciate about it. Matt Jackson obviously hitting the super kick, was pretty cool. I guess.
Are you talking about the explosion? The super kick?
The super kick.
Cool.
I did. I popped for it. But I think, yeah, that's what I do because I'm a simp, okay, and that's what I do. Anyway, fuck both you guys for that. So I liked it, and then I guess for me the turn, Don Callis' turn really didn't make. If Don Callis was gonna turn on the Elite with Takeshita, it should have been at this night. The full turn should have happened. It shouldn't have happened in a steel cage match. Like, I feel like if you're going to do that, you might as well have the bigger shock and awe at the bigger match.
I agree.
That makes sense.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I like the first one. They should have never done another one. I feel like it's going to. I'm trying not to like, because I pick on the Elite all the time, especially the Bucks, and I'm trying to get to not pick on the Bucks by saying this, because I like everyone in the Blackpool Combat Club, and I hold all those men to high respect, legitimately. So I don't want to. I would have rather done Blood and Guts than Anarchy in the Arena.
Yes.
I think that's what I want to say. Yeah. I think Anarchy in the Arena was one of those things that you did it once and it never, is for that specific feud. I don't think we should make that be one of our staple matches, because you lose the vibe of it, because you don't know what's going to happen. And so now you have this expectation. And let's be real, the Elite were going to do what the Elite do, and the Moxley was going to do what Moxley does in this type of situation. This is, and I would have rather them do Blood and Guts. I would have rather seen I'd rather see them and I guess I really think the show overall really was just total chaos. The overall story of the whole show, and I think it was just too much chaos for me for one night. You know what I'm saying? I think as a fan watching, I was burnt out, because it was. It
really did feel like, because it really did feel like the placing was all over the place with this match. Yes. I really feel like it was usually I wanted to like it. I really wanted to bang with this match, and my bias with the Elite out. Like I said, I popped when Hangman came back. I said it on here. I said I popped. I did. All right. I admit it. At 3 years, I admit it. I popped for something with the Elite. I did. Hangman come out, the eye patch. I was like, oh, buddy, it ain't come. I was popped. I was like, cool. Oh, the match the Elite returning. I had the goosebumps when the entrance came out. Then that was it. I just was like, oh, it's the Elite again. It kind of, and Cesaro's going to do Cesaro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to do their thing. It's just, I could have done without it. So it gets a D for me. And
I got sick watching it.
I understand. I really wanted, and I hate that. It's I wanted to like it, but it pulls back to what I always have been said it from day one. The Elite just do Elite things, and it just ruins the business. I'm going back to that narrative. The super kick with the explosion, unnecessary. Why?
Super interesting.
No, unnecessary.
It was unnecessary and dangerous.
It was Jericho already does the stupid fireball. Why must he be more theatrics in wrestling? My goodness. Can we just let the super kick? Y'all have already killed it. So now, then what you call it? It wasn't the finish. Well, why would it be? Because if you actually kick him in the first place and, fire, explosion, pop, snap, crackle, pop, I'm still alive. Like, oh, man. The suplex down the ramp and stuff, please give it a rest, man. And then
it was
the only cool thing that the Elite did was Kenny and John Moxley doing the callback to their match at the Full Gear pay-per-view. Other than that, this match was hot, dubious garbage.
Okay, I got a question. How was that super kick explosion bigger than the exploding barbed wire deathmatch explosion?
Don't get me started because it's.
I'm curious. I just want to know. I'm just curious. How could they get that right? We couldn't get that right.
Well, okay. Full transparency. I don't know if you guys saw those reports when they came out after that exploding barbed wire match. They said that it went off like mass. It was a massive explosion. It was really cool looking, and then they ran it back, and then that's what we got was that thing that happened on pay-per-view. So when they initially ran it, it went off very well, and the second time around, it just didn't. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, my wife made fun of that. She watched this with me, by the way.
That's one of the things I always wonder. What it would have actually looked like. I was like, man, because I was that whole show was just a weird show to begin with. And like I remember very specifically, we all were talking, was like, again, I was on the phone with Damon. I watched that show.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, we were on the phone together the whole time.
Yes, we were. And we were just saying, like, this show just feels like an alternate reality WWE pay-per-view from 2003. It was like, we're not the Attitude Era no more, but we're still doing super edgy stuff. We're going to still push the envelope, but hey, man, let's keep it simple and say, like, we're at that era. But yeah, I didn't like the match, man. But
to ask, right? Could it have been that part of it is, and I don't know if you guys watched, like, obviously the Saudi show, right? Night of Champions, and then right after that, we had the NXT show, like in the afternoon. Yeah. So like you have these two great shows, and then we have Double or Nothing come on at night, and it's like you just had these two. Let's be real, because like Night of Champions was really good. They had some pretty fun matches.
We were supposed to talk about it, but this show was so goddamn awful. It took the entire show to get through it.
And then we had Battleground, right? And that was really good.
Show. I wanted to talk about that.
But this show took the entire show.
But because this show was so bad as a whole, because guess what? How many bright spots in this show? 2. Just 2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me make sure I get the right amount of numbers. Oh, an 11-match card.
Man, let's make Chaz go another rant.
Nah, man, because this was garbage. Hot, dubious garbage. And then Tony Khan wants to put on a show, a regular Saturday night show.
Don't get me started about that. Don't get me started with that. Please don't.
Like you can't handle having a show on a Sunday when there's NXT in the afternoon and you got WWE and Saudi Arabia, and they putting on bangers over there. Ricochet, Ricochet. Mustafa Ali.
I just realized that you said that. Yeah.
Put on a banger match. And
they did. No, they did. Hands down.
I don't know if I'm using the word.
The bloodline imploded. Nothing was going to top that, whatever it was. Because guess what? What is everyone talking about a week later? Not a goddamn thing from what happened on Double or Nothing. Not what happened on NXT. Not what happened on Dynamite. But they're talking about my tribal chief, your tribal chief, the man that sits at the table, Roman Reigns, and the implosion of the bloodline and the bloodline civil war that's going on right now. And that's my temp check hottest wrestler of the week. My coldest wrestler of the week. We gotta get this off now. Coldest wrestler of the week, Sean Spears, just cause. And my match of the week goes to Zack Sabre Jr. and Rocky Romero from on on
Rampage
from last week.
Oh, okay.
Zack Sabre Jr. is legitimately one of the best in the world. I've said it before when I watched up in New Japan, but now that I get to see him in ROH, low-key becoming my favorite British wrestler. He's about to take Ospreay's spot. But yeah, go you guys, temp checks and stuff so we can get out of here. 5 minutes left.
Hottest
wrestler, go.
Bloodline and all of Double or Nothing.
All of Double Jesus. He said everyone who wrestled on this show fired.
Yep,
all right. Let me go. My hottest wrestler of the week. It okay. I don't want to agree with you guys because I'm gonna let you guys have the bloodline, right? Because obviously we can be obvious and say the bloodline. I think for me, I'm gonna go with Carmelo Hayes. And my coldest wrestler of the week.
That's my homie. That's my homie.
Yeah.
I'm going Carmelo too. I changed mine.
Yeah. Coldest wrestler of the week. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's gotta be the losers of the 4 pillar match, because let's be real, like you had a wonky build up. You had a wonky build up to this whole thing, and then the match itself was really good, but then it's the same day. Like, what happened to them afterwards, right? Like, they all just got put back in random things, right? Like, all of a sudden we see the return of Jungle Hook, right? Like, let's be real, like there's just it is what it is. Match of the week though, I want to say the tag match, right? With Sammy and Sammy. Yeah, the Sammy tag match, right? Sammy and Kevin Owens and the Bloodline. I want to say that match, but God damn, Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. Like, to me, I was like, holy shit! This match, he did that leg drop off the top rope and just took that spear out of nowhere. I was like, it's so hard not to lean towards that. I'm gonna go with the Bloodline and Kevin Owens because of it, though. But yeah, I have to say, a close second to me would definitely be Hayes and Breaker.
All right, Damien. Match of the week. He's in the season.
As he's frozen. Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse.
The Spider, yeah.
Okay, we're talking about my match of the week, right?
Yeah, match of the week.
Carmelo and Breaker.
All right, cool. At least somebody gave me that.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, folks, 8 minutes overboard. But listen, if you made it this far, my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. My Xbox users, you get an achievement. Thank you for checking out this show of Chaz and Friends. Make sure you tune in for our Now Into the Ring interviews that are coming out this week. Did you ever bring that up, Cliff?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Just say, you know the schedule they come out on, so just be there, all right? And just after this, what you're going to do is you're going to, when this is over, you're going to get on over to our YouTube channel, right? It's a Free Count Podcast, right? You'll find us, you know the logo right there, and you're going to hit subscribe, and you're going to hit that bell button as well, and you're going to watch one of our interviews. And after you're done that, right? Well, actually not while you're done it, because you can put it in that picture. You're going to follow us on all your favorite social medias, because look at that pretty dog. Look at it. If you follow us and buy a shirt, guess what? You can support that dog. Because
Facts.
So your funds and your support can help give this pretty black dog.
Brown.
Dog. A nice home or nice food and maybe a nice big little house. All right, because that dog is moving. Okay, you need the dog house. Okay, and I know no cheap Lowe's dog house. It needs 5-star. So buy a shirt. Seriously, if you buy a shirt, you really know, like, really, we're gonna give it to Cliff so you can get in the moves. If y'all didn't know that, like, seriously, buy a shirt.
This show will not be broadcasting from 3 different states.
Yeah, bro, 3 Count Podcast taking over the country. But
3 Count Podcast, 3 states, 3 people. It just fits.
Why didn't we think of this before? All right, end this, man. Get us out of here.
All right, we out. Peace.
You should have ended it. This is already 10 minutes over. Is it not ending?